Hello guys. The introduction of the newest patch for RHS helicopters has fixed some bugs in the birds, but it's also created, it's made auto rotations a little bit more challenging. Um, Mainly, it still works from a standstill. You just have to be a little bit faster and more precise, and the aircraft tends to, it's much more apt to enter a VRS right off the bat, so Um, you've got to be a little faster, a little more precise, and perhaps a uh, more of a dive initially to get out of the VRS um, and get your forward momentum. One other thing to keep in mind is when you're getting yourself situated, don't cease your downward momentum. That will help immensely. Um, but I will just demonstrate one here. Mayday, Buffalo 1 at Telos, main engine failure, auto rotation. And there you go. You can still do it from a standstill with the new RHS model. I did botch my mayday call a little bit there, but we're down. I'll demonstrate another technique now if you're having a lot of problems with this technique that seems to help quite a bit. Let me see here. The other technique is to do a running auto rotation with up to 25 meters of forward momentum, or 25 kilometers per hour of forward momentum. That will keep you out of the VRS every time. I mean, no problem. So I'm going a little too fast here. Mayday, Buffalo 1 at Telos, main engine failure, initiating emergency procedures. And then it kind of transitions into a run there. As you can see, that one with a little forward momentum keeps you out of that VRS nicely as well. Alright, hopefully that helps anybody that's having a real hard time with these. As always, you can ding myself or one of the instructors in TeamSpeak or on the forums, and we'll come and give you some one-on-one time, see if we can't get you going. So, thanks guys. Hi guys, I'm going to quickly demonstrate the tail rotor failure emergency just as a secondary video to the existing one. This one demonstrates it's still very doable in the newest RHS patches on the bird. As with the AR, it's a little bit more difficult, but again, very much doable still. Break this rotor. I'm not going to demonstrate getting out of the spin, that's unchanged. We'll just show the landing here. If anything, the landing it's very similar. The speed could be slightly slower. Something went on here with the tail wheel friction of the aircraft, or some of the wheel friction, I'm not sure, but the aircraft will now fishtail relatively violently upon touching down, and you just kind of have to ride it out. You can use a little bit of opposite stick to try and counteract it. You can also try and drag your tail wheel a little bit to slow you further. But my approach speed is a little slower than in the other video. I'm not sure what I did in the other video, but in here I'm going to try and be almost about 80 when I touch down. But you're really starting to ride the line on the tail coming out. So if it's a bad one and I start to brake, I'll slow down as slow as I can and kind of touch down backwards and let it roll in, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Speed's pretty good. Tail's starting to go now. I'm going to try and set down here. There's the tail, there's the fishtail, a little opposite stick, and we're down. A little bit off center, but as you can see, that's very, very possible still. You can fly quite a bit slower before the tail starts to break out, although I was, that entire time, I had a good amount of right stick input the whole way down, kind of flying in, almost crabbing. But there you go. That's just to augment the other video. So if you're having a real hard time with these, give me or any of the instructors a ding on the forums or on TeamSpeak. We'll be happy to get in and work with you. Thanks, guys. Bye.